Hey people, and welcome back to my video. What we are seeing here is the current state. Okay, at the time of recording, this is how the grow beds look like. The plants had grown so old, I was not really looking out for them. I have 3 grow beds, as you can see, but it's majorly 2 that are functioning so well at any one point, and then I have this one over here that really disturbs me so much, so I just disconnected it from the system. Yet to sort it out, I put that cover, and also that pipe, I removed it. That's what I disconnected from the rest, because the grow bed just disturbs us so much. We are yet to find ways of improving it, and we put back the plants. I even removed the plants as well. The ones you see are just small weeds. So over here we are seeing some spring onions. Those ones I'm not going to remove them because really they are just fine. I will let them grow, I will let them live. Then we also have some parsley. These ones actually planted themselves. The parsley, I planted it a long time ago, and these ones just put back themselves. Oh, you guys fell down. Anyway, so I'm going to be removing the weeds and all the old plants that have grown in the system, because these ones are really old, as you are going to see, and they are dying, so they're not really going to filter out the nitrate as they should for the fish. That's old sukuma wiki. This tomato is actually not old. It even has some fruits. I don't know if you're able to see them. I'll try my best to show you. There's some at the back there, but I'll be showing you more clearly, I think, later on when I get to the back. Maybe you can see behind. Anyway, I'll show you clearly. This is the back of it. It's also full of overgrown plants and things. This one is an old eggplant. Someone is keeping it, not me. Someone is keeping it. They want it to, what is it called, dry up and produce seeds. What I forgot to tell you is I covered this thing to prevent algae, but it seems it doesn't do much because there's still algae, as you can see, growing inside, and yet I don't want that. So this is some tree, the spice for tea, for chai, that we put behind, but it's proving to be a challenge, by the way. Still at the back is this tomato plant that is actually growing in the pavement from here, like a seed fell from the grow bed there up to down, and this is an eggplant. I've had it for a long time, and it has one of the biggest challenges in the system. I don't think I'm going to put it again, but it's really flowering and putting a lot of them. I'd never seen that species before. They grow like pumpkins, but anyway, you'll see later on as we go in the video. And there are more tomatoes that I was talking about to show you, and there are more the other side, but I cannot access it somehow because of the eggplant. But let me try. Yeah, so that's some of them. Difficult accessing behind here, and it's also a challenge. So these are the things that I'm going to be removing. They are old plants. That's mostly dodo. I don't know what it's called in English or scientific name or whatever they call it, but they're really old and they plant themselves, by the way. Dodo has proven to be such a huge weed. I have to step on that chair because the system is raised, and that's also another challenge. I think I'll just make a challenge, a video of challenges that I face because of decisions that we made when we were making the system. But this overgrown dodo has to go. It's really old, and I'm going to be planting new things. Down here is a sump tank. That's where the water enters. The sump tank is also kind of dirty. Solids sometimes accumulate here, so I have to keep cleaning it all the time. And there's a small pump over there, and pumps water to the fish. There is some water coming in from one of the grow beds, which is done filtering, as you see. Yeah, so now this is the before look. Now here are the plants that I'm going to be putting into the system. I just got a few. I'm going to be buying more, but I use that bucket to remove the soil because I have to. This here is celery. At least that's what I know it as. It's celery anyways. And then I also have some tomatoes. Where I got them from, I couldn't find any better looking seedlings. And I also got some, where is it? Parsley, yes. And also spinach. That's another tomato, which doesn't look so good, but I hope they'll improve when I put them into the system. Then this spinach over here, that seems like it needs some water, but it's going to be getting it anyway when I put it in the system. I'll first water it. It really needs water. Anyway, so I majorly have celery, tomatoes, parsley. I'm going to start by removing this. I don't know what this plant is, by the way. Oh, it's an overgrown dodo. I don't even know. It planted itself. But this is the state. These things look really bad. I've taken about a month of not doing much, and this is how the system turns out. It's just like a garden that has not been looked after. But I noticed that they were really doing a good job of filtering out the nitrate, and that's kind of why I didn't pay so much attention to it, because I thought as long as the fish are okay, then I'm also okay. So anyway, I'll start by pulling out those ones on the side. But let me move you. Let us move you guys and give you a clear view. I don't think those are some old roots. The new roots look more white. I'll show you. But anyway, this is the pipe. That's where I disconnected it such that they just connect directly. I've already removed some plants already. And yeah, this is what I was telling you. The new roots are kind of white and clean and all, but then the brown ones on the other hand are for old plants, and you might think they're dirty, but really it's kind of just old age. Anyway, that is algae. The fact that this system is very much directly under the sun, as you can see, which is also a challenge, by the way. A lot of algae develops where the water is. This cover here has also got damaged by the sun, ended up breaking, so things can now enter the pipe, which I don't want them to enter, so I'm going to be changing that. And doo-doos, banana doo-doos are such a pest. I don't know if you can see them here. I'll be showing you more clearly, especially from the eggplant, because that's where they attack mostly. But so far I've really removed most of them, and this pipe, I'm not connecting it anytime soon. I have to first organize that grow bed, because sometimes it's a pain. These are spring onions that I also added on this end. They didn't actually grow on their own. And some tomato plant over there, and it has some fruits. I think now you can even see them more clearly. The tomatoes growing. At the moment I've not found any difficulty with the tomatoes, only that their roots grow so much, which can be a little problem when it comes to the filtration. Over here I removed the plant. It has come out with so much stones. Like here is a depression. This water shouldn't be showing at all, so the stones have gone. These are some seedlings that I have found. They just planted themselves, so I guess I'm going to be working on them, and I just plant them properly. Oh, they are from a tomato. This here is an old tomato, so the seeds started growing just perfect. I'm going to just plant them in the system around. And I also wanted to show you how much of these doodles here, focus, doodles really attack. That's why sometimes I just don't like putting eggplants. I had a lot of eggplants at the beginning when I just started the system, and soon I got to realize they attract doodles like so much. I don't know what's on this plant, but somehow they just get doodles all the time. So I decided to reduce on the number of eggplants that I have in the system. So when we got a seedling, they gave me this kind. I'd never seen anything like this, by the way, that grow so much as though a pumpkin. The ones I had are the ones that they grow and become long, but these ones they grow like pumpkins. So there's one right here. Hold on, there's one right here, and there is more of them that side. There are about 3 over there. But after this plant like really gets old, I'm going to just remove eggplants and I will not bring them back again because they attract doodles so much. Now see here, I don't know what happened to that. I don't know what kind of pest causes that. Focus. Okay, it has refused to focus. Let's just use what we have. I don't know what eats them like that, but yeah, that's a major thing that I have around that disturbs me. Plus these insects, I don't know what they are called. You see that green insect over there? They're also a pest that's so annoying, but I can't use chemicals because I have to keep the whole system organic. Yeah. Let me show you these dodo plants over here. They just grow themselves. They are such a nuisance as well. As soon as the seeds fall in, they just start growing just anyhow. I once planted only one, and as a result I get all of them to just grow anyhow like this, and they're really a nuisance. Now take a look at these doodles over here more closely. If you ever want to set up a system, I would advise you not to start with eggplants unless you have a solution. There's a flower there, it's going to put on another fruit, but really don't put eggplants really if you don't want these doodles. And it's just one plant, it grows almost like a tree. I see more tomatoes planted themselves here. This is a tomato. These are probably tomatoes. Let me see. Okay, I can't tell right now, but one thing I'm certain, these are definitely tomatoes. I'm just going to plant them very well around the system. Yeah, I didn't know things could replant themselves in these stones, but it's like these stones are just any normal like garden of soil. Things just grow like from nowhere. These are the roots. So I'm going to separate these and I'll be planting them once again. I hope they'll grow. In the process of removing some plants, I've ended up losing some tomatoes, as you can see here. But people, comment down below some of the things that maybe you want to know. Like if there's any question you have, you can comment down below and I'll be sure to answer it, or anything else that you'd want me to show you about what I'm facing, particularly in the system. Those black things that you see under the leaves are doodles. I think I've stressed so much the point of doodles. Let me just leave it at that. Now friends, I think I'll end here because this is really a work in progress. I can't show you the very final outcome, but anyway, you'll be seeing it in other videos along the way. Here's my fish, but generally I'm showing how grow beds look like when you've not taken care of them for a long time. Bye.